Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to model this tomato with some very basic shaders, nothing too complicated. So if this is what you want to learn, keep watching. This tutorial is going to be absolutely beginner friendly, and if you do your best to follow, you'll be able to model this at the end of the day. I think I kind of like this because it has this sort of gradient to it. Like you have this really dark areas at the edge, or let's just jump in and have some fun. With a new scene opened up in Blender, you want to select all the default objects and press X and delete. You want to go Shift A mesh and add a UV sphere, as you would guess. Yeah, we're gonna be working with this mesh. This mesh is what we're gonna use to make the tomato. So what you want to do is tap in, and from your top view in wireframe, you want to select this middle vert. So you can select the up and the bottom. Now you want to toggle on your proportional editing tool, and you want to scale it on the Z axis and grow your little mouse to control the fall off. And you want to scale it some slightly like that. Something like this should be fine. Then from top view you have this, and let's just select that from the top. And want to go to wireframe and GZ and bring it down a little bit. Roll the little mouse to control the fall off and bring it in like that. If you look at an image texture or an image, a reference image of a tomato, you'd see that the top part on the z-axis protrudes inside a little bit. So you want to delete that vert. This is what you're going to be using to make the stem part that connects, the fruit with the branch. So you're going to loop select this edge, count 5, loop select that, count another 5, loop select that, count another 5, loop select that, like that, going around. Yours might be different, depends on the number of vertices or segments you have, but mine, it's not very accurate, so but we can work with this. With the proportional editing tool still active, you want to go to the top view and then scale it in like that, like something like that. And it looks like a pumpkin. Yeah, it's got this pumpkin look, but don't worry, we're gonna get somewhere. So right, tap out, and then we want to let's look at it very well. Be sure we're getting it right. Control 1 to add one level of subdivision, and then right click and shade smooth. That's it. Now we're starting to look like a tomato. I don't know. It looks like a tomato, and we might need to toggle off the modifier so we can do a few things. What I'm going to do is loop select this. In wireframe, let's look at it. You see, I loop selected this top part. You want to like, shift D to duplicate, and you want to scale it in a little bit. Toggle off the proportional editing tool, then scale it in a little bit like that. And then we want to press P and separate by selection. So now we have that as a separate object. You want to tap in with that selected, and then you want to scale it out a bit so it's like matches the same size. And what you're going to do after that is to extrude it on the z-axis a little bit, and okay, I think I like the size of that. You can make it smaller if you want to, but I'm just going to go with that. Now if you scale it out like this, it's going to help you to make those other parts, like the leaves that are falling from, like the leaves that comes with it. It has a, it's not even a leaf. I don't know. There's this little green detail on top of the mango, on top of the tomato. I almost said mango. Let's just undo all of that. I think we might wanna delete this top one, and we're gonna add a new mesh and use it to form that part because we don't need much vertices. So let's just go circle and let's give it numbers of verts. We can make it 6 or 7. 6 is fine. So what we're going to do with this circle is that we're going to tap in and then GZ and bring it up and then scale it. Try to place it on top that place so we can use all of the edges on it to sort of make that it'll make sense in a second. Just keep watching. So at this point, I don't know. I feel like I should just mute my mic so you guys can just watch. Press F to fill that with an end gun, and you can go ahead and insert it if you want to. So when you give it a subdivision surface modifier, it doesn't mess things up. But I'm just gonna leave it that way. So you want to select all these edges, and we're gonna move these edges. We're gonna extrude them, right? We're gonna extrude it out, scale it, and in wireframe you can see. Then you're gonna move it up a little bit, and then use proportional editing, and then just move it up a little bit, like that. We might want to extrude. We can't use any of this option because what I pressed to bring up this option is Alt E, but we really can't use any of these options right now. So we're gonna have to extrude them manually, like one edge at a time. Even if you go to individual origins and then Alt E, extrude edges, you're not gonna see anything happening. So let's just go to median point again and let's just extrude out this. Even if you extrude it this way, it's not gonna work. It's really not gonna work. So let's just extrude it manually. Manual extrusion is what we need to do at this point. So with that active, that edge, you wanna extrude it like that. Oh, oh my god, I'm sorry about the sound. I wanna extrude it like that and then scale that like that. And that's what we're gonna do for every one of these edges. So